Welcome to part two of why I think we should all go vote this coming November, because our enemies are out to destroy our country. Part of their plans is to use us to accomplish that task. Countries who would like to destroy America, they have team of researchers and planners to study all the potential weaknesses that exist in America. And today, I feel like they are exploiting a big one. And that is our history of slavery and the effect it has left on our society that is currently enduring, that we're still suffering from today, which is racism, and how some of us react whenever we are reminded of our ancestors who were slaves, how they were treated, how they died. I mean, the whole thing. And when we go somewhere or we're doing anything, someone try to discriminate against us. That's one way to really get us going. Do you actually think the situation that's going on in Gaza right now, our enemies did not anticipate and also have ways of taking advantage of that situation whenever it erupted? What I feel, Putin is the chief. They have lists of potential areas where conflict can erupt. And they also know they have plans on how to use those conflicts against us if they have to. And that's what we are seeing happening today. And they have another big advantage. Somebody they've been grooming for years. Our government has not released everything they know about Trump and his international activities. That's coming someday. If you remember, the first time Trump ran for president, he asked Putin to help him, or he asked Russia to help him find the 30,000 emails that he was lying about that Hillary Clinton had in her possessions. Just like he was accusing President Obama of not being an American citizen. Those were the jobs of our enemies. And to be exact, it was Putin, the Russians. They were spreading misinformation in this country like crazy. And guess what? The only difference is this time they are using the war in Gaza to divide us, among other ways they can divide our society. And there are a number of ways, politically, financially, racially. I mean, they have a list of all our potential weaknesses and how to go about taking advantage of them. Let's not allow them to do that to us. The reason why I am bringing this is because, let me give this example first. Ta-Nehisi Coates, the African-American writer, very smart guy, and in my opinion, one of the best, most intelligent young men we have in this country. I don't know why he visited Israel, but when he got there, his visit reminded him of how he's treated in this country. All the stops that they had in Israel, I don't know how it works exactly. It seems like to me if you are a Palestinian, they stop you, they search you and stuff like that. He equates that with being stopped by the police in this country. And he came back and started talking about it and making the comparison for how Palestinians are being treated and how blacks were treated in this country. I don't think it's the same thing. It may look the same, but one major reason why we should not allow people like Putin to play that game on us. I feel Ta-Nehisi Coates sharing that experience with us, explaining what happened when a Palestinian drives through a certain checkpoint. Yes, me too. When I first came to this country, there's a place, a town in Westchester they call Larchmont. And I used to have a little factory job after I graduated from high school, before I went to college. There is a circle near the train station in Larchmont. I forget the name of the street right now. He used to stop me every 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At that time, I did not know why. I stopped, gave him my license and registration. And sometimes when I did not want to go through the hassle, I would take Boston Post Road as opposed to the back road that I used to go through Larchmont to go to New Rochelle. But yes, I was born in Haiti. At the time, I did not understand why he was harassing me. But you know something? I remember that now. Yeah, he didn't always me, but I'm not going to let that experience influence my vote. And a vote that can cost me my freedom or make it worse or bring me back to the time in 1973 when that policeman used to stop me every afternoon. If I don't vote for democracy this time around and Trump becomes president, I don't know how many of you are watching today what's taking place, that the MAGA base of the Republican Party wants to take us back to the 1920s, I guess, or even further back. They are okay with all those slavery leftovers. If you are watching how they treated Dr. Gay, and if you look at Florida, what DeSantis has done when it comes to how he's suppressing the minority vote. If we vote for Trump, that's what's coming, and worse. So making a comparison and what happened, or still happen today, I'm sure there are racist policemen. Not all of them, but some of them are. Just like regular people. Some people are racist, and some of them have mental issues. But somehow they manage to pass that mental stress test, whatever it is they give them. They become policemen, and they can start acting on their prejudices. But I don't feel it's the same thing in the war between Israel and Hamas. Yes, the Palestinian people should have their own state and live free and do whatever they want. But let's not allow the enemies of this country to use that to keep us from voting, to keep our democracy. And the person who wants to keep our democracy is Biden. It feels like to me, our enemies have a major project going on to use the fight between Israel and Hamas to divide us. They are using the weaknesses of this country against us to destroy what we have. We should not allow that. I don't know what information Biden has, but if you notice, Biden is doing everything he can to stop the war and change the course of what Israel is doing in Gaza. And something that we are a world leader, or the most powerful nation in the world, and in a position of leadership. China and Russia want to kick us off. How do you think life will be for us if Russia and China succeed in kicking us from our leadership position? Not because we are not qualified, not because we have not been doing a fair job. We're not perfect. Do you think your life is going to be the same if China and Russia succeed in dividing this country, create a dictatorship just like they have? Our lives will not be the same. Look what's going on in China. Look what's happening to the Russians. The Russian people are protesting today because there isn't enough electricity, there isn't enough anything. The economy is basically cratering. And it's because of the decision of one man. Putin decided he was going to attack Ukraine, among other things that he does. And guess who would be our president who has been talking about attacking Mexico, among other things? And you know something? Economy don't flourish when you have a dictatorship. There are so many negatives attached to dictatorship government. It's unbelievable. I can tell you from my experience in Haiti, it is a small country. But there is a video on YouTube. I find it disturbing whenever I see that video. The last dictator that was in Haiti was Papa Doc. Well, his son was the last one, really. Official dictator. But you know, there is a video on YouTube. I wish I could show it. I will look into if they will allow me to use a piece of it. Papa Doc standing in front of the White House or standing somewhere with a stack of money that he's passing to people. Now, what's going to happen to these people after they spend that whatever amount of money he gave them? Instead of passing money like that to people, he should have been working hard to create jobs for people. But no, he was sick of stairs. He wanted people to depend on him. And all the Makuts, all these people that were around him, that were protecting him, who used to say, Duvalier for life, all these people depended on him. Guess what? Whenever, whatever we were selling, Haitian products we were selling to bring in money and donation from other countries, you know who got those monies? The Makuts, the people, the high-level people around him shared that money. He didn't create industry. There was no plan. I don't recall any of that stuff. There was none. It was very hard in Haiti. Today, it's even worse. Today is just a continuation of what happened. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. That can happen in America as well. And if you look at Trump, to me, since I know the history of Haiti, well, I'm not an expert, but I lived it. When I forget certain things, thank God for YouTube. They have videos. Since I don't have the time really to buy the books and read all of them, but they have histories of Haiti on YouTube. All I use them for is to remind me of what happened. What we are going through today, I simply have to listen to it so I can recall, oh yes, I remember that event when Papa Doc executed a 21-year-old by the name of Numa. I don't remember the name of the second one. But he executed two young people. The other one was 31 or 32. It was a big deal to him to execute these people. Trump will do the same thing here. He's talked about it. And I would not be surprised because somebody, stole a loaf of bread, he would have you executed. Just like the Central Park Five. He wanted them executed. To come to find out, they were innocent. Friends, do not let Russia and China, among other enemies that the United States has in the world, divide us. They are using the situation in Gaza to divide us, to tell us don't vote for Biden. They are giving him all types of labels when we know that's not true. Biden is working for all of us. Biden wants democracy to continue in this country. Unfortunately for us, the Republican Party has basically turned fascistic. Trump is a dictator wannabe, and the Republican Party is enabling him because they are afraid of losing their positions. In Haiti, I could understand to a degree why people wanted to be Makut and be in the good graces of Papa Doc because there wasn't much else. Life was very difficult. If you were to start a business, it was very hard. It's very different to, how you start a business in America and how you can do well. But my father had a business. He worked hard. He had 2 jobs. He had the business and he was working in the military. But today it's even worse. We are being used by the forces of our enemy to divide us, to willingly give up our freedom. They want us to vote for Trump. They are using the war in Gaza to call Biden all kinds of names. Yes, Israel is one of our major allies in the Middle East. That's why we are so close with Israel. Okay, and we know the mullahs in Iran are allies with Putin and China. They want to dominate the Middle East and spread their version of Islam. That's their goal. So we have to do whatever we can to keep a balance. Would you like to live under a regime like they have in Iran? Would you like to have any religion imposed on you? That's what Iran wants. Do you guys remember the manifesto some of those hijackers left during 9/11 and ISIS propaganda and all? Yeah, that's what Iran wants. We have been able to keep the world at peace to the best of our abilities. We are not perfect. Yeah, we make mistakes, but it's not because we want to control a population, we want to impose our religion. Yes, we would rather have democracy spread because, I'll tell you, I'll take democracy over dictatorship, what I survived in Haiti, any day. And that's what our enemies want to have in this country. And the mullahs in Iran would like to have imposed on us. The Iranians are not free. They get beat up and executed every day. It's in the news. Is that what we want in this country? My friend, there is a saying, according to what I hear, that the Russian call those they are using as puppets, useful idiots. Let's not be useful idiots for anyone. Let's inform ourselves. Trump has a record. Remember what he has done and read from newspapers, reputable newspapers, what he did when he was in office. Listen to all his rhetorics and learn what Biden has done over 50 years of service to this country, and then make a decision. I hope you vote for democracy. I hope you vote for Biden. I know who I'm going to vote for. It's not Trump. Because I survived what Trump would like to impose on us in this country. That's why my family and a lot of immigrants have escaped. We cannot allow that to take root in this country. Just think about this. If we allow our enemies to kill democracy, where are we going to go? This is the only country in the world I can come. Yes, there is racism, but I managed to eat and do well. My family, they do, some are doing very well. Where else in the world can they come and say, I wasn't born here, but I feel like I was? You can integrate yourself and behave as an American. No other place in the world you can go and feel that way. So let's keep what we have. Let's not allow Putin to use us as useful idiots. Let's not allow them to play on our emotions and vote for the wrong person and find ourselves in the same situation that the Palestinian finds themselves. Well, they are basically saying they don't care what happens if Trump becomes president. Let's talk to them, let's reason with them to show them if they destroy this country, they don't have someplace else to go. This is it. And when I say this is it, this is the only place you can say, I am a citizen of this country, and everyone accepts you. Yes, they may not like you, they may be racist, who cares? I meet people who are racist every day, I don't care. That's their problem, you know? And also if something happens, there is the law. I get a lawyer, and if you can get a TV crew to explain what happened, you stand a chance. But in Haiti, if it's not something that the government likes, when I was there, the president simply, or one of his representatives, makes a phone call, they shut you down. You don't have a voice under a dictatorship. And that's what Trump wants in this country. Let's not turn this into what we left behind. In my case, I dread living in a country under a dictatorship. That's why my parents came here. No matter what, even if I didn't like Biden, I will vote for him. Because when I remember the friends that I have lost, relatives that I have lost, I don't want to live through that again. So let's vote for democracy. Go out and vote. Get your friends to go out and vote. Thank you for listening. Till next time.